Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Nerfurter here. I mean, who else is it gonna be? It's always me. It's always this guy. I have a Graflex that I finished up for Matthew, who contacted me a while ago. A very patient person, which I very much, I very much appreciate the patience. Again, just a great customer. He very polite, very patient, and very understanding on everything across the board. And I can't tell you how much that goes a long way. So he has everything. He did the research, asked me a few questions on different items, and I was like, get this, get that, talked to him a bit, and he sent it my way. And then over some time, after I finished some other stuff, I was able to knock it out. So this is a Graflex 2.0 kit, or I'm sorry, this is a 2.5 kit. The 2.5 kit with a CFX, and then we got a chassis from CSW, I think it's off Etsy, and it has a 28mm dark side speaker from Smugglers Outpost. And then we got the TCSS NeoPixel connector, and there is a set of Solo Sabers clamp switches in here. I made you a blade plug, Matt. I don't know if we even talked about it. It didn't have one, and this isn't like a CC Sabers lit PCB one, so I just went ahead and made you a blade plug for it. It's very easy to get out. Like I said when I was talking to you, this is he wants ESB more than anything, so what was sent with the kit was the two switches. Right, this is a little switch, still works, still good. And this little dude that's hollow, which isn't really ideal. Cutting into this thing and using it for retention is just not ideal. It'll be very brittle. But these guys, we weren't gonna go for activation because of the way the design is. We could have had it up here, but he was like, we'll just do the switch activation, which I think is best anyways. You don't really want that amount of clickiness. I don't anyways. When you're pressing a button, you hear that loud click. Kind of takes away from it. So he was cool. He was like, yo, let's do that. And then he bought a thumb screw from the Custom Saber Shop, which is the blade retention, which is just the way I suggested to set it up. I think it's the best way to do these. You have the thumb screw is your only retention. You don't need two blade retentions. It actually is not good for the blade. It'll kind of twist it and poke it in different ways. Could cause problems down the road with your pixel connection, depending on how gnarly it gets. But I offered to do the glass eye. I turned it down, so it's a brass eye now, and you never have to touch it because I shaved it flush. So if you do want to swap it out, you can. To make that Empire Strikes Back, I would say just you already have this one, I'm gonna send it back with you. You got this guy right here, which is the clicky one. It's not gonna do anything, but you put it in and you can have your ESB. The only thing you'd be missing is the Mylar tape. But this way you can do ESB configuration if you wanted to. Take this guy off, and then your brass eye, which turned out really good. I polished it up. I really like doing those. They always feel good. They're very satisfying. Slam that guy back in there. And then, before I forget, I did a mod to your clamps, something I do on all of the 2.0s. The tightening. There's a way to tighten it. So if you flip this guy up, left is to loosen, right is to tighten. So I actually have this set up to where you don't have to even turn it. But over time, if your grip section starts feeling loose, just give that one, see how you can turn it like that, or you can turn it back the other way. That's a good example. You twist it just like that. But I have it set up, it works very nicely to where you just have to pop that down, and then that'll give you really easy access to turn this. So it may feel a little weird, and that's just because the wire to the switch. So here's your chassis. I kind of dirtied it up a little bit just to make it seem not so fresh and gold. There's a piece of tape around here. A lot of people will probably think that's just the worst thing ever. I do it for sound. It closes the gaps on the speakers, and it just shotguns the sound, makes it sound a lot better. You can take this, it's just a piece of electrical tape. You can take it off if you want to, and that will look better, but you're going to definitely notice the sound difference. So what I usually do is I close that. To get your battery out, this is a removable battery. Here's your SD card, there's your crystal focus. With these chassis, you won't really have that much, there's no wire channels to hiding the wires, so they got to be up on there, but nice and clean. But get your battery out, hold it right here, and just pop it out right there. You got a plus and minus, red plus, black minus, and that's going to be how you need to put your board in. The nipple side, the little stud side, that's your positive, that's your negative. When you put it in, always hold it right here. Take your positive side in first, and then just push that in there. Open that guy, take this dude, slide it in. Now you're gonna tighten it all the way down. You're gonna tighten it all the way down, and it is gonna be a little misaligned. That's just kind of how these kits are sometimes. That's why this mod is kind of necessary. So you just line it up in the middle right there, and then close this guy, and you're good. She's not going anywhere. She's perfectly lined up. Your D-ring cobalt is lined up, and I secured this pommel so this guy don't turn. It stays in that alignment always. So you don't need to take this pommel cap off anyways. You take the body off. All right, enough talking. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Sorry for everyone who just wants to see the blade light up. This is more for Matt than anyone. I have a bunch of Graflex videos on this channel. So anyways, let's go ahead and hold on. I want to go to a different font.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet.
Bottom is your activation, top is your auxiliary. It's the Razor turbine style plug that I like to do on all my sabers pretty much. I just think they look really cool in person. Blasters up top. To get that activation or that force wave, you press the auxiliary and swing.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy's father and son.
Turned out really cool. So again, in order to get the blade plug out, you just give it one little. I mean, you don't have to turn it that much. Turn this guy over, and it will come out. You may not even have to really mess with these. It should it should just fall out really easily. But I made you this, man. This is very smooth and easy to use blade plug. TCSS pin connectors down there. I have a little shorter of a blade for my 7/8 inch. I made a little tester blade. So once you get your blade in, you want that little bounce. Just a little bounce on the pins. Push it down just very gently, and then just tighten this guy up right here, and you should be good to go. There's just something about a classic Graflex. Jesse, if you're watching, I think this is a 24-inch blade. There you go, dude. There's your little test blade. Oh, looks like that blue's a little different color. And then you have audio tracks. You just hold the power button down. It'll beep. Start the track. And of course you can press your power and it'll background music. And then double tap it. We'll pause it. Double tap it again to play it. If you have more than one track on here, some of these fonts that you bought might hold it down and it advances to the next track. Not this one though. Alright, that was ESB by Korbanth.
Sound bank
Hold
selection.
down your auxiliary
Force is with you, young Skywalker.
and it will enter the font selection.
You are not a Jedi yet.
Oh, and then this is Father, the next font,
Hold easy.
which these are all Korbanth. And this is a Vader one, so I think I'll make your ignitions a little slower for some of these. I haven't really messed with much. Same with this one too.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Don't make me destroy you.
This one definitely has a couple tracks. Return of the Jedi.
Sound energy critical.
Looks like the battery's actually running low. In order to check the battery too, just press the auxiliary. Yeah, this sucker's low. Crap.
Sound bank selection.
This is your Kylo Ren font. I will put it unstable on here. I completely forgot to do it for you.
I know what I have to do.
In order to switch colors, I'll go ahead and show you now. And then I'll also show you how to switch into your blade profiles. I'll probably do that in a personal message or whatever. But you basically just press the auxiliary and twist.
Spectrum.
And then you can rotate the wheel and it will change colors for you. When you land on a color you want, you just tap it again. And then I will put the unstable. I completely forgot to do it on you. I'll do it on here for you. But what you do is you hold it.
Blade profile.
She'll say blade profiles, and then you'll be able to scroll. I'll put the unstable on it to begin with, so you won't have to mess with it. But then once you scroll and find your blade style, then you just press again, and you're good to go. All right, this battery's dying.
Sound bank selection.
Got the purple from the Survivor bundle. Which sounds great. Oh, looks good.
Sound bank selection.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me.
Your Sorcerer by Korbanth, I put 2 of them on because it comes with 2.
May the force be with you.
So one's a standard and one's a Beskar. This font's so amazing. Best Ahsoka Tano font you're gonna get from The Mandalorian. Hands down. So
Sound bank selection.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan, not even your laser swords would be able to protect you from all that firepower.
So this is the Beskar version. So everything's the same except for clashes. And your lockup.
Sound bank selection.
Ahsoka Tano went over my helmet?
And then over my helmet, the Spaceballs font.
Spaceballs!
Oh shit, there goes the planet. How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Whoops. I love this font. This might be my favorite that Forge has done.
So, Lone Star, now you see that evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
That's right.
Sound bank selection.
You went over my... Are you a Jedi? I am.
And this is The Rescue. By Case. The Rescue by Case. It's such an awesome, one of my favorite Luke fonts, like straight up. It's your localized lockup. And it's the same with music tracks. Hold down the power button. And you'll get a music track. Sorry, the battery is low, but here we go.
Sound energy critical.
Where's that elevator? I gotta play out the scene. I have to. Love it.
Sound bank
I think that's
selection.
it.
Are you a...
Audio play.
Yeah.
Are you a Jedi?
I will give my life to protect the child, but it will not be safe until he masters his abilities.
Turn the thumb screw. Blade pops out. And then you just take blade plug that I made you. Pop it down in. And you'll feel it kind of spring. You'll get used to these little springy actions. See how it kind of pushes in some? So whenever you push it in a little bit, then lock it down. That way it stays engaged to the pins. So there you go, man. Sorry I did the demo with a low battery. I didn't know it was low until we started this thing. Pop that open. Twist this guy, unthread it. Just be real careful when you're unthreading. You don't want to be really hardcore on it. I like to close that guy. Take soundboard kind of in hand. Battery right here. Press down to where you can get it and pull it out. And you are good to go. Put the body back on. Boom. Put that in there. Tighten it down. And again, remember, it's going to go all the way past the card, the middle of the card. Just back it up to where it's in the card. And then clamp this down, and that'll keep it nice and tight and everything's lined up. So there you go, man. I hope you like it. I will be in touch with you. I just wanted to make the video, show you it's done. Let me know if there's any changes. I will change the speeds and some of the lights and stuff like that. But aside from that, man, I just wanted to get this video so you can see it and have something to watch. All right, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, may the force be with you.
Who's scruffy looking?